Tonight's ABC 15 investigation involves the most exciting new diet drug now on the market. We're not talking fad diets or outrageous claims. We're talking about one of the first FDA-approved drugs in more than a decade. It's called Belviq, and it's different because it tells your brain you're not hungry, not your stomach. We had trouble finding doctors in the Valley who prescribe it. It's that new. But we did find 3 patients taking it, and they're letting us track their progress.
I ate a lot of cakes, a lot of stuff with sugar.
Meet Naomi Flores. She's 47 years old and wants to lose 25 pounds.
There are a few foods I don't like.
Howard Greenseth is 80 and has been overweight most of his life.
I would always have to have a snack before I went to bed.
And William Clausen, 51, wants to lose more than 100 pounds. All 3 are taking the new weight loss drug Belviq, and all 3 have already noticed a change in their eating habits.
By the 3rd day, I really had to think, what do I want? I'm really not hungry.
It's took away all my cravings away.
I forget to eat sometimes.
America is the 2nd fattest country in the world, losing out to Mexico by just 1%. The Federal Drug Administration approved Belviq last year, but manufacturers didn't put it on the market until recently.
I've written about 240 prescriptions.
Dr. Stephen Vig has an internal medicine practice in Tucson.
I've had some really good responses from my patients who say that they're losing weight without side effects.
The drug is recommended for people who are obese, and it's an easy category to fit into these days. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, it's estimated 36% of Americans are obese. That means your body mass index, or BMI, is more than 30.
The drug is not a fat burner. It simply lowers your appetite, decreases your cravings for food.
While most diet drugs work as an appetite suppressant in your stomach, Belviq works as a suppressant in your brain.
This thing actually targets a receptor in the brain which is very specific for appetite. It's almost like a laser gun going to the appetite center of your brain.
But not all doctors are sold. Dr. Heidi Rula is with the Integrative Health Center in Phoenix. She says the drug is too new.
I don't think it's been given to enough patients and watched over time to be able to prove the safety of that drug.
She doesn't treat obesity with pills. They use alternative therapies like chiropractic and acupuncture.
We feel that lifestyle is incredibly important to health. So we're going to look into things like nutrition and stress and exercise.
She's not alone. We had trouble finding doctors in the Valley prescribing the new drug. The ABC 15 investigators called a dozen doctors and several weight loss clinics and found many who wouldn't try it just yet. But doctors at the Scottsdale Weight Loss Center already prescribe it.
I've written for about a dozen prescriptions so far.
Dr. Robert Ziltzer says with Belviq and an overall treatment plan, he's seeing dramatic weight loss.
This, amongst all the other things we can offer patients, is just making it easier to treat this very, very complex disease.
So is it working?
I can tell already that my clothes is not as tight.
So far, Naomi's lost 6 pounds.
It's just been absolutely amazing.
Howard says the key is to exercise and eat at least 3 times a day.
I have full mobility and it's like a miracle.
He's lost 17 pounds.
You just don't think about food anymore.
So has William.
Before, I would go back for seconds and thirds till it's all gone, and now I don't do it.
There's never been a need for a drug like Belviq in the past as much as there is right now.
Belviq is pricey. It's more than $200 for a month's supply. The manufacturer does offer a discount card, and our patients tell us that with the money they save eating less, they actually break even. We're going to follow Naomi and Howard and William over the next few months. We'll let you know how well the drug is working and how much weight they lose.